Grace. I'm co-founder of I Am Beautiful Women's Foundation. I Am Beautiful Women's Foundation is the sponsors of this event, I Am Beautiful Female Empowerment Workshop. We actually started out as hair importers, and my partner Angela Crawford, she's a hairstylist, and she started designing hair pieces for women who are suffering from hair loss. So just remember, I Am Beautiful Women's Foundation, we spread hair loss awareness. We're going to try to raise a lot of funds to cover treatments for hair loss. Also, we're going into some new techniques with the lasers. We brought some lasers here today, you can see in the pamper room, for regrowing hair and some of the vitamins that you take to regrow the hair. So we're going to get this day started. I want you ladies to make sure you have a good time today, because that's what it's all about. It's about you today. Make sure you visit our pamper room today and go in and see our vendors back there. Let them rub you down, some massages, put some oils on you, you know, do your facials and all that. And so you can walk out of here more beautiful than you did walking in.
Today we're going to have a very fun-filled day today. As Larry has mentioned, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the I Am Beautiful Female Empowerment Workshop today. There's going to be so much for you today from head to toe, as far as from hair loss treatment, mind, your bodies, your souls, and so much more.
I'm an acting coach. I am a casting director. I am a talent scout. I'm an upcoming author as well. Normally I work with plus-size women. I help them with their self-esteem if they want to get into acting, if they want to get into the modeling field. I help them and give them the tools and resources that they will need to get into that field. And these are women that have curves, that are confident, that they don't worry about what size they are. All they think about is what God made and created. And God made us all in different shapes and sizes. And a lot of times, women that are considered curvy or plus size are overlooked and discriminated because of their size. So I want women to follow their dreams. I want them to walk into their destiny no matter what size you are.
Again, because God told me during that time that being bald, lifestyle. It gives life to those that see His glory on my head. And it brings about a lifestyle to be assertive, to be assured, to be beautiful from the inside out. People would say to me, "Oh my gosh, your face is this, your face is that." And I would say, it's the same face I've had for 38 years, and it's not changed too much. What's making the difference? But the attention is to who it is and the essence of who you are. And so I'm somewhat jealous because I want to be, but my husband and my sons not having it. I told my husband this morning, so if I just get really inspired speaking to the ladies today and I come home bald, what you gonna do? He said, don't come home. Live your life on purpose, for purpose, and with purpose, because it's that purpose in which you will have a life to live. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful? Say it. I am beautiful. You got to feel it. I am beautiful.
Hi, my name is Prosper Miller. I am the founder and international director of Prosper Me Consulting, and we offer business development services for women in business, and we try to meet women where they are. So we have 3 different ways that they can connect with us. We have Prosper Me University, where the ladies could come and take a la carte business education classes. All of the classes start at $40, and we have a variety of practical skills that they can learn in the classroom. And for those women who have a business and want to obtain my one-on-one consulting services, join our group coaching, as well as get their marketing done for them, they can actually sign up as a consulting client individually.
Hi, my name is Angela. I'm with I'm Beautiful Women Foundation, and we're the Vision Illusion hair importers. And what we do is we do a lot of laser hair treatment, and we do the scope analyzing.
On the panel with these powerful, beautiful women is like a dream come true. Something that I wanted to do, you know, with this foundation. I'm gonna start at how to live just loving yourself. You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else. And until you learn to love yourself, then you can be able to give love and be able to receive that love back. That's something I had to learn.
Opportunities, doors have been taken off the hinges with regard to sharing the message to all ethnicities, to all groups of women, all ages of women, considering the fact that I've been breast health conscious since the 11th grade when I had my very first lumpectomy. So it allows me to go into the high schools, into the Boys and Girls Clubs, and share with them that breast cancer is not an old white woman's disease. It is not an older woman's disease. It is a disease that can affect both men and women. When you know what your purpose is, and when you know that something that would normally adversely affect someone and then adversely infect someone, that is now my reason for living, for being here, it's the most wonderful feeling in the world.
Coming from the streets, it wasn't easy to love, you know, because you always in defense mode. And so when survival has been a way of life, in relationships with your girlfriends, with your boyfriends, with your husbands, you become a little hard. And so people are sometimes taken back by that. They're like, dang, you bossy, dang, you're so aggressive, you know. And that's just kind of one of those shields that as women we kind of naturally build up, because that's basically the only way that we know how to protect ourselves. So instead of being soft, meek, and all those things that we want to be, sometimes we pretend like we don't want to allow people to come in. But I did hear Angela say earlier, once you learn how to love yourself, and I think when I started really working on myself just recently, within the last year or so, after, you know, it was a consensus that I was a little rough around the edges, but that's okay, because as long as you learn and have the mindset to change and want to become more approachable and want to become more lovable, not just so that somebody will love you back, but just so that you can feel like you're not always fighting. And sometimes you could be just fighting against yourself. So when you really get to know yourself, you get to allow other people to get to know you, that inner light that you already had inside of you, that probably just the enemy was trying to just squash it and dim it out so that people will not be drawn to you. When you start dealing with all that stuff, that light is just natural.
And we're here in Atlanta at the I Am Beautiful Female Empowerment Workshop, and I have a lovely lady right here beside me by the name of Angela Page, and Angela's got some great stuff that she's going to tell us about today. Angela, what do you think about the event today?
I think the event today was very lovely. Ladies came out to get empowered about beauty, and they learned a lot about hair, their skin. They got pampered, and they came out and they shopped with the vendors. So I'm here with Inside Ferris Bag, my company, handbags, accessories, very big, bold, chunky accessories, as you can see. I thought it was great. I thought the event was really good.
It starts with me.
It starts with me.
If you are going to love, it has to begin with you loving yourself. If you love yourself at a level that is 7, people only respond to you at the level you love yourself. They come to 7. If you love yourself at 24, they have to come to that level 24. So my question to you is, where are you loving yourself?
One of the things I used to say to people is, you know, be nice to the actor, because you never know, they may be the director of the film one day. Because I've been through that where, you know, I was speaking with a young lady, and she was very mean to me. and she didn't know that I was a casting director when she got into the room. So it's like, you got to be nice to everybody because you don't know who people are. Just like you were in the bathroom, you didn't know who I was in the bathroom. So it's like, be nice to people. Let the light shine that's in you. God is in you. Like she was saying, God will bring people into your life. Even like today, this was a blessing to me because I like the opportunity to speak to women of all sizes and all shapes. And anytime I get a chance to speak to women, it's a blessing. It's still part of the ministry. And I see a lot of new faces in here. So it's like, if I touch one person, and the young lady back there, her testimony is so wonderful, and I want to help her in any way that I can. So it's a blessing to be here. And I'm just saying, ask God to send people in your life to bless you and be positive, and people that are equally yoked, and be nice to everybody, no matter what size they are, because we're all made in His image. So God bless us.
Some of these ladies you're going to see where you have dealt with or seen. I'm going to tell you a little story about some of my family members. I didn't know a lot of my family members had no hair. They was dealing with hair loss because they didn't know that it was all right, to talk about it. When they got to know what I was doing and that I can help them, do you know we was in a little room, about 4 or 5 of them started taking the wigs off because they got comfortable in their skin and being them. So this is what I did with a couple of my ladies that I have here that have came to me and what they deal with. A lot of the most bald pattern you start with, and sometimes it starts with dealing with getting chemicals over the years, getting color, the braids. Sometimes you got to put your hair on vacation. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. What it's going to do, you wear and tear on your hair, just like you wear and tear in your clothes. Sooner or later, it's going to not exist. Okay? So most of the female baldness comes from in the front. Okay? What we have done now, we have tapped in where we can now look into your scalp and you can see your follicles. So what you did not know that might not be there, and then you went to a doctor and said it might not grow, it's there. But what you got to do is treat it. You can't do the same thing. So what we're doing is bringing a product, bringing our equipment that is going to help tap in it, boost it up, wake it up, and grow it.
And you're losing hair, and you want to restore hair loss and grow hair back, you can do that, especially if you have a hair follicle. And right here, this is one of the main solutions. They've been talking about this in Dr. Oz, they've been talking about this all over. It's the new technology. Even the dermatologists, they think about getting into this field and also doing laser treatments. Right here, I put my hand through, you see? It's harmless. And I always tell my clients this so they're scared. Is this going to do damage to me? Is it going to hurt me? Is it going to burn? I'm like, no, it's only an electric cool light. It's harmless. It has 100 hours. And the only reason why it has 100 hours is because when you come get the treatment, you want it to stimulate your hair follicle. You want it to cover the whole head. Especially if you're losing hair, a lot of hair. You want it to cover all your hair follicles and stimulate the hair follicles. So that's why you see so many dollars in this.
Again, my name is Prosper Miller. I am the founder and now international director of Prosper Me Consulting. And I started this company about 1.5 years ago. We're into our 2nd year, and we've already expanded into over 15 states. And I said that to say that when you're talking about empowerment and when you're talking about edification of women, I definitely strongly represent that because it wasn't always easy for me. Being a teenage mother, a survivor of domestic violence, all by the age of 18. I had 2 kids by the age of 18, and my son's first visit with his father was behind the glass window. So not only was I stuck with 2 kids, now I'm stuck as a single mother with 2 kids. And being in that relationship and wanting to get out and basically save my life, I decided to be homeless instead of continuing to go the route that I was going, because inside my heart, I always knew that I was destined for greatness. And when greatness is in you, you can't run from it. It will continue to chase you, but you have to be bold and you have to be brave in order to take yourself out of those situations and those circumstances and make a difference in your own life.
I can talk from my experience where I have a kind, loving heart. Just like how Angela was saying, you know, telling her story, how she gave money to the people that she saw off the freeway, and just her stories alone. I do that all the time. And I done had people tell me, you don't know that person lying, you know if that person homeless. I have a heart. And I went through some stuff in life because I have a heart. I didn't have family members and friends tell me that I'm too nice and kind. You need to be mean, you need to be like that. But that's not me. But I had one person told me, you have a gift to love and care about people. And I think that's what makes me a beautiful person inside. When we say I am beautiful, you know what, when I can say, I'll tell any man any day, I'm not trying to compete with no woman. You know what makes me special? Because I have the gift to love. And you know why? Because I have a relationship with God.
Larry, thank you so much for giving Infinity of South Atlanta the opportunity to participate in the I Am Beautiful Foundation. Infinity of South Atlanta, we try to involve ourselves with events that are great in the community. Right. And this is a wonderful event, and we're so thrilled to be a part of it with you. At Infinity of South Atlanta, we specialize in Infinities, but we can get any type of car that you want. So we reach outside the marketplace, which is our dealership, and try to partner with those entrepreneurs that are doing some wonderful things in the community. We have previously owned vehicles of all types, and we specialize in new Infinities, G37s, the coupes. I'm driving an M56 right now. We have the QX56, so we have an entire product line. So please make sure you check us out on our website, which is www.infinityofsouthatlanta.com, and make sure you come see me for a great deal. Andre Goolsby, Product Specialist, Infinity of South Atlanta. And Larry, once again, thank you for inviting Infinity of South Atlanta to help participate in this event with you.
Dr. Cornelius Stevens, he could tell you everything you need to do to get healthy. What he would do as a kinesiologist, he would look at your blood and tell you if you have a disease forming in your body. The first visit is free. He would sit there for 1 hour, look at your blood, look at your live and dry blood, and tell you if you have a disease forming in your body, if you're eating enough omega-3 or other nutrients. The second visit, he charges $120, or he take your insurance. And then he'll look at your diet and tell you if your diet is acidic or sugar or whatever. He'll tell you what you're allergic to. He told me I was allergic to coffee, MSG, food additives, strawberries, and steel-cut oatmeal. See, if you're allergic to something out there and you continue to eat it, you'll never be healthy. You're going to feel bad.
Well, my name is Cathy Harris. I am an empowerment and motivational speaker and also a health and business coach. I'm just so excited to be here today. This has been such a glorious event. I Am Beautiful Female Workshop, and you guys are going to be presenting all over the United States. This is a workshop that everyone needs. I mean, absolutely awesome material about what women need to do now to stay beautiful. Of course, as we know, beauty starts on the inside. By having integrity, being humble and respectful, that's beautiful right there.
That's great, that's great. So tell us, we got a lot of internet viewers, tell us how they can get a hold of you.
Well, they can get a hold of me by Googling me, Cathy Harris, the whistleblower. A lot of people can get me like that, or they can go to my website at cathyharrisspeaks.com. cathyharrisspeaks.com, and I'm available to give seminars and workshops all over the United States. I'm just so excited to be in this position to work with people like yourself, Larry. What I'm trying to do is form alliances with people like yourself so we can get out there and really make a difference in the community.
But it's nothing like looking good. Clap for yourselves, because you all look so wonderful, so beautiful. But why is it when you get up early in the morning and you got to run in Walmart right quick, and you don't have time to put on your eyeliner and your lip gloss, and what do you say to yourself? I'm going to run in here right quick and I'm going to run out. And I pray, what happens? That nobody see me. What? And you know, and I never get caught off guard, because I know I'm an entertainer and folk going to see me. And it's always one or two people that you're going to see when you ain't right. The folk that don't like you are the folk that you want to like you. You know that brother standing on aisle 7 with the bread? You know what I'm saying? So So I walk up in Kroger one morning, and I know I'm not right because I hadn't combed my hair, brushed my teeth, washed my face. You know, I just threw on some stuff, had a skull cap on. You know, my yaki was a little matted. You know, I hadn't had time to brush it out. So I was looking a little rough. You know, I was looking a little rough. I was a little torn out. So, you know, I'm trying to run in and, you know, cover up myself. And on top of that, I went to the feminine aisle to get some products. So not only am I ugly, I'm having some issues, okay? And so, you know, I'm like, okay, I got this far. I'm at the register. And, you know, I wouldn't go to the one with the cashier. I go to the self-serve because I really don't want to talk to nobody because, you know, the dragon breath is just all up inside. And, you know, I don't want it to come out. And I look up and I see this fine brother. Oh.